Yes, sir. You already know what it is, man. It's the Grownassmentoyz podcast, man. It's Mama's favorite podcast. We have been in your house regularly every Sunday at noon. It's kind of like church at this point, man. It's kind of like church. If you haven't already, you want to subscribe. Yeah, that's how we get to know each other. And that way, when we all up in your likes and your comments, it don't feel weird. You feel me? You already subscribed. You subscribed it already. You subscribed it already. I am the real comrade.
I'm Collector 425.
And I'm Marvelous Shots.
Yeah, this is the Grownassmentoyz podcast.
Yes, sir.
I like to think of this as the #1 urban podcast in the community. You feel me? We can't call it other stuff. We call it urban.
Urban.
You know, that's the name. That's the title for it. And today we have another brother, a brother of another color. You know what I'm saying? And,
another color brother.
He got a podcast.
I'm looking at him his head like, yeah.
Show you right. He got a podcast with another brother of another color, and they call that podcast Between Two Sentinels. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty cool.
Them.
Yeah. So this gentleman, he's a spokesman as well. He's very good with the gift of gab. He's very funny. You know, he's very interesting with conversation.
He's very hardworking.
And
he goes to every toy con possible.
Every last one of them.
Yeah, they everywhere, bro. Them boys. So you don't say one without the other, but we have none other than one half of Between Two Sentinels, our brother Jshot.
Let me get my shit together. I got a jewel to catch. Fuck nigga always saying we together. Wanna be a part of the flex. Y'all niggas outside telling on son, making citizens arrest. I told the gang we gon' eat forever. I never let them start a death.
Yo,
it's the Grownassmentoyz, my dudes.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's up?
Appreciate you,
Oh,
brother.
yo, those were the nicest things anybody said to me, and I firmly believe that you are the #1 podcast that my mother watches, because my mother doesn't watch my podcast, so I'm sure she's watching yours. So I firmly believe that 100%.
Hey, I don't know if I told y'all this story, but my grandmama used to watch wrestling on Sundays, and I couldn't question it. She was a Christian mother, but she used to watch sweaty men on Sundays, and I feel like she did enough good in the community to be able to watch.
Heat. Remember that kind of
Sunday night heat.
You guys love sweaty men on Sundays, you know?
Jshot, what's going on with you? How you been, man?
Dude, I'm doing okay, man. It's you're talking about going to every con imaginable. I went to one yesterday.
I know, dude. That shit is 20 minutes away.
Boy, everywhere.
Oh, it was 20 minutes away?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wish I knew, because like I had tickets for today, and I was like, "There's no way I'm going back today." I would have just sent you the tickets.
Yeah, man. I was gonna go, but I was like, Then you guys went. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no, you should have. Okay, cool. So that answers my first question. I'm good to curse on this podcast.
Yeah, you are.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool.
We call this mental health and wellness. You know what I'm saying? You be yourself.
I'm gonna kick my feet up then and just have some fun. Let's do this.
There we go. Brother Jshot. So I only know you from talking to other people. I didn't know you from the toy photography side of things, and I knew you by way of Machu. And but how long have you been talking to people about this type of stuff?
Oh man, so I'm actually pretty new to the game, right? So I mean, I got started I'm a pandemic baby, as people like to say, right? So Machu, believe it or not, Machu and I met at CrossFit Gym a few years ago, and I do production for a living, and Machu was into production, and we were just chatting about stuff, and then I brought him kind of into the fold, into where I'm working now. And then during the pandemic, he was showing me some of like his toy photography stuff, and I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. Like, I used to collect when I was a kid. I never really, it kind of fell off during college, just like everybody else. And then, I was like, hey, I'm making like adult money, and I don't like money. What can I spend it on?
Oh God.
And it's funny because like I didn't start with turtles, right? Like it just kind of like turtles were like, I was like, yeah, turtles were great. I loved turtles as a kid. And then like randomly I found that the Turtles in Disguise set. Just randomly. And I was like, this looks like a pretty cool set. And then that was it. And now I'm, in debt. My kids are eating ramen, and my wife's probably going to leave me, and rightfully so. So, but yeah, no, dude, it's, so like, that's how I got started just in doing toy photography and stuff. But like, we decided to do a show because we were just laughing our asses off in the car, right? We're driving to all these cons and we're just laughing our asses off.
Yeah.
And it started because I kept saying I wanted to do a segment. I wanted to do a segment called "What'd You Get," where we would just stand outside the con and talk to people and go, "What'd you get? What'd you get?" Like literally just like went right. And
that's cool.
That segment hasn't come to fruition yet. It will eventually.
You got to do it now. You got to see this, and now you got to do it.
Yeah. So you got to no. How do you spell get? Yeah. So we wanted to do that, and then we were like, we should just do it, and we kept like talking about it, and I was like, enough. Like, let's just do it. And we didn't. If you saw, like, I think we're coming up on about 2 years this November.
Yeah, you got us by a year,
we launched our first episode on Thanksgiving, and it was pre-recorded, and it was with Jason Yang, Work More or Less, and since then we were like, yeah, we're just gonna do it every other week. And I love doing live, right? Like, I kind of grew up doing live. I made kind of a little bit of a name of myself in the production industry doing live production.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, my favorite thing about live, it's done. We go live, it's done. There's no editing. There's no client being like, well, what if we like move this here? John, it's all its imperfections. It's finished, but there's an energy about it, right? And even behind the scenes, there's an energy about, like, you guys know, right? Like, there's an energy about it, right? Like, it's live. There's only so much we can control. Everything else is like, whoa, what's gonna happen?
Right.
So all of a sudden we just started going live, and then like we just kind of kept going and building and building. And dude, like, I turned around and we were talking about this. We went to go see Chubsy Wubsy on Friday. Do shout out to Chubsy Wubsy.
Shout out Chubs.
Yeah, we recognize our tribal chief. And we were talking about it. I was like, dude, we're on like episode 78 or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how the hell that happened. Like, and I say it every week, right? Like, us being on every week, it's your fault. Like, you guys keep showing up. It's your fault. You have no one else to blame but yourselves, because we keep showing up and you keep listening. Like, if we showed up and nobody was there, we'd be like, all right, it's time to pack it in. But like, people keep showing up, man, and that's the best part. But my favorite thing, dude, is like talking to you guys, talking to people in the community. Like, I got to shout out Steve Morrow. Like, I don't know Steve Morrow from a hole in the wall.
Steve Morrow's cool, bro.
Dude, he like messages you, and he's just like, hey man, he's like, I appreciate you, and I'm like, dude, I appreciate you appreciating me. Like, it's amazing. But like, it's meeting people. Like, dude, when we met at Legion's Con, I mean, like, that was amazing. And you guys are like, this is the first time we're meeting together. And I was like, this is the first time we're meeting together. You know? Like,
that's crazy, because that was the toy community doing that. It's bugged out, right?
That's pretty fire. It was fire, bro. That was the best experience I could ever. In my 30s, people have milestones like getting married, having kids. That was there. That was right there. Meeting these guys. And special experience, bro.
Are you going again? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Are you going again, Jshot? This year?
Yeah, dude, come on. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're gonna see you again.
Pocket full of money.
We should have started out the way that you guys started out, and not look back on it. It made sense because it built Instagram for us, the following and all of the stuff that came with it. But when we were streaming, it felt like we were kind of practicing, getting comfortable with people, different scenarios. And you guys had it all on YouTube. So now this is like a diary for you. Like, you can look back and see all the stuff all the times you said, dude. All of those.
And I do. And I do. I go back and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I really didn't know how to talk to people.
I go back to those early episodes and like, usually for the show, every show I'll do like a little bit of a production, like a pre-production dialogue, right? And I just have bullet points. And my whole thing is I hate dead air. So as soon as I'm like, and like you ask a question and somebody's like, you're like, yeah, so it sounds like you really love toys. And they're like, yep, I love toys.
Yep. Hey, we were just talking about that. What was talking about?
And you're like, cool, right? So I just, originally I was making it and I was like, this is the question you ask first. This is the question you ask second. This is the question you ask third. Now I have it where it's just like, cool. If there's dead air, these are the questions you go to, right? Like, but like you go back to those early episodes, I think I actually told a guest, hey, stop talking. I want to get to that later. And I was like, what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Don't say that yet. Don't say that yet. Say that 30
yeah.
seconds.
Oh, no, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Shut up.
We're not at that part yet.
Yeah, the show isn't about
it's
you.
really,
you know?
it's really something, bro. Like to, you know, even talking over people. Like we black, bro. So you know what I'm saying, we gonna do it. We gonna like you got a cousin or somebody. Probably even y'all. Y'all got a cousin that's loud, and you got to talk loud so they can hear you, and they gotta hear. They gotta be heard. Yeah. And so I felt like I was that cousin out of these guys that was always like over talking. And then they don't stop talking till you're done talking, and then they keep talking. So I was like, "Damn man, I really gotta fix that." So I asked them, I'm like, you think I'm doing it too much? He was like, "Yeah, we gotta fix that." I'm like, "All right, let's keep on working on it. I'm gonna try to put a mental note when I'm doing too much, you know." And
and it's true what Conrad was saying. Like back in the days, I used to do Collector's Corner on Instagram, and I was having a lot of guests. I had D Blake, I had everybody there, and I'm noticing myself doing this a lot.
Yep.
And fixing my hat.
Yeah.
And yo, even people that I work with at my job is, they tune in and they be like, "Yo, why you keep touching your beard? Why you keep fixing your hat? Stop doing that." It's just like, I guess it's the nerves or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Man. No tics.
Yeah, it's like,
so,
I'm like, what kind of figures you collecting? They're like, bro, what are you doing?
Like the old Chinese man.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, you grow a beard just so you can feel it. Like that's the reason you do it.
Yeah.
Well, hold on now, because I can't grow one. But no.
Okay, well, there's pills for that. There's pills for that. You'll be okay.
Jshot, listen, bro, this is right here. This is all I got.
I thought you just fell in some dirt. Oh, okay.
Yeah, dirt.
I've never.
You guys always outside. I thought you just fell in some dirt. Like.
I can't grow a full face. I can't grow a full face of hair for nothing.
You know. All right. So, like, real quick, because I like 3 things I wanted to touch on. I couldn't either until I just went. Like, like I literally just was like, it was patchy, and then I was like, screw it, and I grew it to like here, and it grew in full, and then I trimmed it. So, like, you may need to just like say, screw it. I'm not gonna touch it for like 5 months.
Bro,
and see what
I don't
happens.
touch it. I don't go to the barber or anything.
Well, maybe
it happens when you turn 27. When you turn 27, start to come in. Your mom you become a man, and you go out into the village and you hunt your first lion.
I'm teasing. So, but like what you're saying, real comment, what you're saying about like yelling and talking over people. Yeah. I'm Italian, dude, right? Like you don't yell at a dinner, you don't get fed, right? So like I hear you completely. Like that's how I grew up. But like I was lucky enough. I had an internship at Conan O'Brien when he was still in New York.
Oh, and
like, I got to learn from him. And this is one of the best stories in the world. He is one of the only interviewers who got early Snoop Dogg to take off his sunglasses for an interview.
No way.
If you watch interview, right, and what he did, right, because obviously, like, someone sits down for an interview and they got sunglasses on, it's I'm sure he's not meant to be disrespectful. That's who he was, but you can't see their eyes. It's a little disrespectful. Mm-hmm. So Conan said, "Wow, those are amazing sunglasses. Let me try them on." He tried them on. He goes, "How do I look?" And they made a joke about it. And then Snoop reached for them and he went like this and put them on the other side of the desk. And then he had a whole interview with him making eye contact. So like I got to learn a lot of tricks and tips from him. And Collector, going to what you said, that's why if you look from day one, I've always had a coffee cup because that's what Conan did. That was his take a sip and breathe so you don't talk over somebody. Hold the coffee cup. Those were like the things that I learned from like being in that studio and watching and getting to learn that. Like, because there's always been like this podcast, by the way, is like, it's like a secret thing for me. I've always wanted to host my own late night show. Like that was like, I've never wanted to be an on-camera person except to do like a late night show. I was always like, it'll be fun. I'll do like an opening and we'll have like a top 10 list. And I was like, this is it. This is as close as I'm going to get. So that's why the coffee mug is like, it was one of my things. And I was like, so like if you guys start talking and I'm sipping, it's because it's like, all right, I got to try to think of something, or I'm that's my nervous tick. And you don't get called out for being like this, or like, because it just looks like, oh, you're like,
maybe that's what I'm doing with the water bottle. I don't know.
It's the same thing. Yeah,
I drink after I say what I say, and then it's like, I'm like, bro, so I always have to have water with me. Yeah. And when it's done, then that's when I'm really freestyling, bro. I'm like, really.
Right. And you just like, forget it. Yeah. So.
And then I'm texting Marvelous like, bro, mute his mic, bro. Just mute him for a second.
You can hear the clicking. Yeah.
Just 1 second.
I can talk, bro. I can talk for real.
No, dude,
Hey.
I love it, man. Like you go, man. I'm always happy to let people tell a story, dude. Like that's the best thing about the show, man. Like you get people to go, right? And I mean, like sometimes those stories go in places you're like, I did not expect us to get here, but here we are, right? Like that is not on my list of things, but like let's talk more about that. You know? So,
yeah, you guys. So you guys are doing this stuff where you're talking to people week after week.
yeah.
We're coming up on a year, and we've taken some breaks, man. Like even a startup, we watched you guys a little bit. You know, for like maybe like 4 months, we sat back and we like, okay, let's stop doing everything and see where we're at.
Sure.
We were like 100 and what was that? We were like 100 some episodes in between the three of us.
Wow.
And then we sat back and just watched what was going on and said, okay, we want to go to YouTube, but we don't know how that looks. So we watched Sir Dork, you know, a few other people, and we was like, okay, cool. So how do we attack this? But do you guys ever get like a fatigue from weekly? And then how do you even work with that? Like, how do you manage that?
Yeah, dude. I mean, look, you know, you got to live your life, right? Because if you don't live your life, it's going to reflect in the show 100%. And I bet you if you watch some of those shows, you'll see when we're getting burnt out, right? You know, you'll also see when we have tough guests, right? Like and I'm not going to name names. Like everybody who comes on the show, I'm thankful for everybody. I'm thankful. Yeah.
It would be colorful if you did, but you know.
Yeah. That's what you pay for the extra for. Yeah. Yeah. Right. But like, you'll see it. Like, you'll see when we get burnt out, or, you know, we're just like, all right, let's just get through this episode, you know, whether it's, you know, like I'm having a tough week at work, or, you know, like parent, right? Kids are bad today. Like, let's just get through it. But I will say this, a lot of the episodes where I'm like, man, I don't want to do this today, are some of the best episodes because you don't want to do it. And you like, I am one of those people that I will feed off of the excitement of others. And like, that is the craziest thing to me, right? Where I'm like, hey, I'm so excited to have you on. And they're like, I can't tell you how happy I am to be here. And I'm like, you know what show you're on, right? Right? Like, you know that there's nobody else is going to show up. Like, it's me, right? It's me and Machu. And they're like, no, I'm excited to be here. And they're like, are you sure? And they're like, no. Like, and you're like, holy crap. Like, these people are excited to be like, talk to us. They're excited to tell the stories, you know, and you build a relationship with them. And like, those are some of the best episodes. But like, you know, a couple weeks ago, we had, you know, someone was going to be on, and he messaged me and he's like, hey man, listen, I hate to do this. I just lost power. I can like go to a friend's house, but it's an hour away. And I was like, stop, man. Like, this isn't that serious. Yeah. Like, we'll reschedule you. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You know, and then I said to Matt, Matt's like, well, you know, he's like, honestly, like, I'm doing something else. I was like, cool. Like, we'll just cancel tonight. Yeah. We'll just cancel tonight, right? Like, there's plenty of other stuff out there, right? Like, we're on Wednesday. You can watch Toy Daddies. You can watch Ernie. Like, there's plenty of other shows, right?
And like, this is why we decided to go on Sundays, because there's so many other shows.
Yeah, there's so many. You know? By the way, when we started on Wednesday, there was nobody. Like, there was nobody. And we were like, Wednesday's perfect. We're not going to interfere with Migos. We won't interfere with Kevin toying around. Wednesdays will be perfect. Then all of a sudden, like, everybody's on Wednesday. And I was like, I've already got a catchphrase, guys. We're not changing days. So, but like, yeah, dude, like, we'll just say, you know, like, Matt and I will, like, so Matt and I, after every show, usually have like a little bit of a production meeting. We'll talk about like what was good about the show, what was bad about the show, give each other some feedback. You know, he'll be like, hey, you know, you're a little too close to the mic, or you're sipping from your coffee cup too long. And I'll be like, your head was down playing with your action figures too much. You know, like, that's usually my feedback from Matt. Cause like Matt, you know, Matt is one of those guys that like needs a fidget toy to focus. Yeah. Right. And I understand that, because I'm like that in work meetings. But like, it does sometimes come across if he's, you know, like, it's, you know, and it's like, all right, dude, like there was a good portion of the thing. And I'm not, you know, and he will always chime in with great questions. He'll get something out of guests, you know, and then he'll like, you know, he'll be like, you know, he'll have a figure like this, and then he'll come down here, and then he'll pop it up, and it's like in this ridiculous pose, and you're like, how the hell did you do that? Like, I didn't even know that thing could bend that way. Yeah. You know, and it's amazing, right? Yeah. So, you know, we'll go back and forth, and there are times too I talk too fast. I'm probably doing it right now. I'm probably talking too much. You know, he'll tell me that. So, like, yeah, like, we give each other that, but we also give each other like room to breathe, right? Where it's like, hey man, if we have somebody scheduled, we won't cancel. Like that's just how we won't do it.
Sure.
But we will kind of say, you know, like he'll be like, "Hey, I'm going away," you know, or "I'm going away. I don't want to cancel. You know, I will cancel this week. We won't do that week. Whatever. We've mapped
Work it out.
Yeah, we'll map it out. And I'm so thankful to say this. We are booked through mid-August right now. Like,
same problem. Not problem.
You know,
same thing.
It's a great problem to have.
Yeah.
But there's also a part of you that goes, okay, so we're booked through mid-August, which means the next 8 weeks we got a show. You know?
Seriously.
You just on the phone for like freaking, was it like an hour and a half?
Seriously, like we going on. I'm going on a cruise.
Yeah,
with my family next month. Well, yeah. So in about 10 days.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. We have to record. All of us. We have to record this Friday. This Thursday. Sorry. We got to record 2 episodes because we ain't gonna be like I'm gonna be on a boat. So there's gonna be no way I'm gonna have time or power or my technology to do that on the boat.
Yeah,
you know,
it's so crazy because we booked it,
not realizing.
Everybody booked it, and then he's like, "Yeah, man, I tell you I have a cruise." I'm like, "I did not know." So now we got to move everybody around, and I'm like, "Shoot, it's my daughter's birthday the day before this. I don't want to run that together." Man, I had to reschedule people like 3-4 times. It was very, very embarrassing for me. Maybe for them, not so much. But the same sentiment was like, "Oh yeah, man, I just want to be. Where can you put me in?" So now we're in September, with shows we were supposed to be done in August, but now we're in September. So it's like, all right, cool. As long as we can fit you in.
Yeah.
But the scheduling part is crazy.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm going away in a couple of weeks. We just we didn't book a show. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched last week. I don't know. You know, I never expect everybody to watch. First of all, I never expect anybody to watch.
I catch it after if I even catch it. Yeah, I catch it.
Yeah, but like last week, I was in a hotel room. You know.
Yeah, I saw that. Sorry.
My daughter had nationals. I never go anywhere without my mic and my computer and you know, like my little sign so that we can make jokes about it. Like, you know,
we got to get some freaking vinyls for like you got some stuff on the mic. I'm trying to be a part of that, bro.
Yeah,
you got the thing on the mic, the between 2 Sentinels clip joint.
Oh, that's Matthew's got it. Yeah, he's got.
Yeah, but I see one on yours too. I think.
Oh no, my mic's down here.
Yeah, how the hell you?
Oh, never mind. Then that was my.
What mic do you see, bro?
Yeah, my fault. I'm tweaking. I think it's the sugar from the cookies.
Bro, what you
what are you looking at?
Brains for damn time.
We need to do that, bro.
You okay?
Cool.
Hey, Jshot, so let me ask you this question, and then we can go ahead and get on to the tour.
Yeah.
Jshot, what is that name? Like, how did you get that name? What does it mean? Where it come from?
I hope you're not expecting some big elaborate story, man. Like,
whatever it is.
You know, my real name is John, right? Like, but John might as well be the most generic freaking name in the world. And I sign everything that I write, email, whatever it is, J. And it's -J. There's no like Jay. It's just J. And it just like I was like, hey, take toy photography, so I can take a shot. Jshot. That was it. That's all it was.
I got you.
No, there has to be more.
There's no more.
Basically, what he said is very easy to sign a check for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. There's more. There's more for this signing. I'm saying email. My email just says. My email usually says "fuck off -J." Right. So you know that's how my emails go. Lately. Yeah. So.
Got you.
That's what's up.
So check this out, Jshot. So now this is the part we've been talking 23. First of all, I want to say I love your energy. Like we all love your energy. We
needed that.
We think that like we already got. I think that all three of us together are good. Good chemistry, good energy. But it always helps when the guest has great energy as well, because sometimes you have those silent moments or the little hiccups here and there. And the guests can catch that, with their energy and shit. It just helps the show run smooth, in my opinion. So we appreciate it, man.
No, of course. I think I want to be as a bad guest, right? Like you know, like I said, you guys know what it's like to have a bad guest. I don't want to be a bad guest, right? I know what it's like to be a bad guest. I don't want to be a bad guest.
Man, if we have a moment, I could, but I'm not going to do it on here. You got a couple minutes.
That's Grownassmentoyz After Dark.
After dark, right? That's the after show. So hit subscribe and pay for the subscription, and we'll talk about it after that.
Hey guys. So this is Jshot. If you're tuning in, this is Jshot. Definitely give him a follow. Him and Machu. Between Two Sentinels. They show come on Wednesday on YouTube, right?
Yeah, every Wednesday, 8:00 on the Machu Toy YouTube channel. Although now I am starting to stream it from my YouTube channel. I hadn't streamed it on mine because I don't know what the hell I was doing with mine. So, but it is going to go on mine too. I'm not promoting that as much because it's just like I don't know. I'm still figuring myself out a little bit. So we'll get there.
Man.
But
he's finding himself. It's okay.
Either spot, you should be okay.
Yeah. So I must say that you guys are like the most hardest workers out there in the toy community.
Y'all be doing it, bro.
The same energy that you guys have on YouTube, you guys have it in person because I was there. And we all met you, so it's like the same exact energy. So that's why I love that we all in the toy community so far, we are real. Like the same way we are here, it's the same way we are in person.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. Like
and that's a very comforting thing, bro, because you don't have to figure out the dynamic. So when I seen you, I said, where's Machu? I hope you have the same energy. You ask Machu, where's me? I was like, bro, that's what I want.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
It's true,
man.
Be real to me. He's like, I want the love.
Yo, I'm Jshot, man. Look, my name's right here. That was great, man.
Next time we get a shirt that says "Not Machu" and just like that.
And then when we finally found them, we tapped him, we turned around.
Yo, Jshot was everywhere, but he was so easy to find. And Machu was like, man, like, where's Waldo?
Well, I'm taller, and I usually try to. I also, by the way, when we go to cons, I try to wear brighter clothes, right? Like when we first started going to cons, I always wore red because I was like, it's easier to find me. And then I put on some weight, and I was like, I am too close to the Kool-Aid Man now. Like I can't. It's just People are like, I'm thirsty, and I'm like, oh no, So,
Jshot, so this is the part we're gonna go ahead and get the camera off us. We focus on you. This is the Grownassmentoyz Toy Room Tour.
I like to play with my toys. I like to play. Like to play with my toys. I like to play.
All right, so I want to do this first. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt. I want to share this photo so you guys appreciate this because, like I said, when I said in the chat, I was like, I'm not like a setup guy, right? Like I don't have a big setup, right? So usually this is my frame, right? This is what people see on Sundays, and it's not even that clean, right?
Yeah, I remember you showed me one picture, Jshot. I was like, what the hell?
Nice.
Yeah. So here, I'm going to put this in the chat so you guys can see the before, and then I'm going to cut to the after. But here, so I'm going to put this up.
You want this on the you want this on the clip?
Whoa. This is the before, okay?
Yeah,
so
that's the picture he showed me. Yeah.
This is like you guys are like, let's do a room tour, and I'm like, this is the room, guys. You sure you want to do the room tour? Like,
God damn.
This is why I'm broke, All right. And now, so I got a whole setup now, right? I got a camera set up, I got to switch cameras, and I got to pray to God that this is going to work.
Yeah,
feel free.
There we go.
Look at that. All right.
That's hard.
Beautiful.
Okay.
That's hard.
So much better now, right?
And people say Jshot ain't got no diorama.
That is beautiful, bro.
Who said Jshot ain't got no diorama?
Wow.
You go a little down here with the camera and get you some more. Right, so I got more figures. I got all kinds of stuff. I can zoom in for you. You guys tell me where you want to go. You guys tell me where you want to go first.
Listen, this is your tour. Whatever you
want.
All right.
Bro.
All right. So, all right. I know everyone knows. Obviously, I'm a Turtle fan, right? But I also I'm also a big Marvel Legends fan. So, I got a couple of Marvel Legends out here. Watcher just happened to be by, but I don't. Have you guys gotten this Falcon figure yet?
Yes.
No, I want it.
Oh my God, he's probably one of my favorite figures right now.
Yeah, I kind of customized mine.
He's awesome, and I know he's an old buck, and people were saying that, but the way he moves, he is a really awesome buck.
Yeah, I see a lot of shots with him.
Yeah, he's really great. So, all right, and then I did kind of like a little bit of a multiverse here, a little turtle multiverse.
I just like it should be a toy shot, bro.
Well, it'll get there. It might be a little sneak peek. So, you got the old school cartoon turtles there, which are the 83, which is my favorite, right? That's how I started. That's where I started. You got those are the knockoff These are the knockoff ones, the knockoff NECA originals.
Mhm.
And then in the background, you got the arcade ones with the custom head sculpt from Does Machines of the ouch, my toe, right? Like when he would like
lit.
rip his toe.
on the game.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
game,
hard.
right?
I used to hate that part.
I know. All right, and then you come over here a little bit. And then
It said dead dove do not eat.
it says dead. Okay, so like here's the question. Do you guys get that reference?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's one of my favorite shows. So at my old job, somebody put that on my desk. That is an Arrested Development reference. Did you guys ever watch Arrested Development?
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
So
Office? Not ever.
you know, it's like The Office, but funnier, in my opinion.
Mhm.
One of the guys, Job, is a magician,
Mhm.
and he bought a dove.
Development.
It's the Arrested Development. So one of the guys is a magician, and he buys a dove, and obviously the dove dies. He puts it in a brown paper bag, puts it in the fridge, and says, "Dead dove, do not eat."
Oh.
Right. So somebody, right, and they got inside that brown bag is the Funko Pop of that character, and it was a gift of me. So
Oh,
I've
okay,
kept it
yeah.
in the bag like that because it's just hysterical.
That's
I got Mikey up there paying tribute to Chrissy. You know, like rocking a little reference there for Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
You know, little
yeah.
Lawson turtle. If you look in the background there's some turtles from TMNT 3, and then you got Indiana Jones here. You got Raiders of the Lost Ark. Which Raiders of the Lost Ark is actually, as much as I am a turtle fan, Raiders of the Lost Ark is my favorite movie of all time.
The first movie I ever watched with my pops, and that's
Really?
how I got Indiana Jones. Yeah,
that's good to know.
Yeah, it's amazing. Very sentimental Indiana Jones, and it's so crazy. Like I watch anything Indiana Jones now.
What did you think of the new one?
I didn't judge it. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I like watching Harrison still get. I think he's like 60 something.
Yeah, dude, he's
Yeah, he's still getting out there.
It felt much better than the last one, than King of the Crystal Skull.
I agree.
And we could get into more of that later if you want, but there's a lot of little moments in that movie that I felt like that movie was made specifically for me. Like, and it's weird, but I could get into that a little bit.
Very enjoyable.
Yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark, my favorite film of all time. People will not watch it with me now because I literally can recite it line for line.
Oh wow!
So I do want to cut over here. So Morph is my favorite X-Men from the 97 show, and X-Men 97 was I absolutely loved every second of it. So
yeah, it's amazing. So who's your favorite X-Men character in the regular X-Men, like the regular one?
So I found X-Men through the X-Men cartoon show, and I loved Morph in those first few episodes. And one of my favorite shots when I first started toy photography, when I got the Sentinel, was I did a Night of the Sentinel shot with a mocked Morph. I used what's his name, the Hood, and then the buck that had the Cyclops buck that had the jacket. And Machu and I actually did the shot together. So like actually getting a Morph was awesome. But it sounds like such a cop out, but I am a huge fan of Magneto. If you need me to pick like a hero, I am a fan of the X-Men as a team. Right? Like I'm not a Cyclops fan, I'm not a Wolverine fan. Like as an individual, Magneto is my favorite character from the show. Like Magneto is my favorite character, like in general. But like I love more from that show.
So if somebody asked you, what would be your favorite mutant power? You'll pick Magneto's power?
No way. You'd be Morphs. Why would you want to have the power to change everybody? Change it to anybody I could? I mean, look.
I feel like the 97 morph is a flex, like because he was able to mimic their abilities as well.
Yeah.
And then the other morph from the original X-Men, I don't think he was able to do that.
I feel like the original X-Men, they never gave that morph the chance.
No.
And this one, they gave him his little moment to shine, and he shined, bro.
He did. He definitely did. And people said that the reason he could mimic the abilities was all that time he spent with Sinister.
Apocalypse?
Sinister,
yeah.
These guys was that top tier, man. They was in it, bro. Yeah.
So I would definitely pick Morph's power. Yeah.
Is that a Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah.
It is. So Mrs. Doubtfire, I don't have a figure to represent him, but I wanted to pay tribute to Robin Williams. So
Yeah, he's
one of the reasons,
greatest, man.
one of the reasons why I love Morph and I would pick Morph's power, and I, like people say that they connect to celebrities and stuff, like, and this is weird, and it may be weird that I'm saying this off camera, but I miss Robin Williams every goddamn day.
Dog, he was a dope, bro.
I never met the man, but like I felt so connected to him. So like this I picked up this piece when I was at Designer Con last year, and I found it today while I was cleaning and getting set up, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put this in there. I want to pay tribute to Robin Williams, because also like that, I remember reading a thing that said one of the reasons why they got Robin Williams to play the genie was that the genie was able to take on the shapes of Robin's personalities, because he morphed, right? He changed, and that's what made that character special. And like I kind of like felt that, right? Like, and that's why I think that if I could, I would take Morph's power, because then I would be able to, do the wacky things that I do and actually physically represent them.
That's cool.
That'd be good. Yeah, that's dope.
Respect it.
That's my little story. All right, I'm gonna do this weird camera thing here as I drop down a level to my next level. So,
all right. So while you do that, so what's let me ask you this question before Marvelous steals my question, because he always likes to do that. So what's one toy line
that you absolutely won't
absolutely do right here?
What's one toy line that I absolutely won't collect?
Yeah,
that's
and why?
Interesting.
And you cannot say Hot Toys, because everybody says Hot Toys just to cop out.
That's, you know what?
Was crazy.
You know what? I'm gonna say Transformers.
Really? That's
nice. I'm gonna go Transformers. I have no connection to it. I think they're cool. I think they look great. I never really had them as a kid. So I'm gonna go Transformers.
Yeah,
you want some,
yeah.
Would you like for us to recommend some security after this is over? Because you're gonna get some people. They're gonna come for you, bro. They're gonna be a little older.
Hey,
maybe not move as fast, but
yeah. Well, if they can't, it's okay. I don't move fast either. Look, it's like
they're only gonna cancel you if they remember their password. That's how old they are.
Look, they can come for me all they want, man. Like, I keep saying this. We were saying this we were having a conversation yesterday at the Toy Con. It's like, we got to stop taking this shit so seriously, man. We're a bunch of grown men. On with it. Well, we're a bunch of grown men who collect toys. Like, we can't. It's not serious. It's not serious. Let it go. I don't like Transformers. That doesn't mean you can't like Transformers.
I don't know where we signed up to defend this stuff, but we just do, man. It's just like the good thing in our life. When people crab out and jump out the window about Star Wars changing and all these things changing. Like, we had a conversation the other day about the Turtles movie. What did you think of that? The latest one? Yeah, right. It was not traditional, but it's just one of those things, man. Like, you just let it happen, bro. It's gonna happen. Yeah. It's not for everybody. It's for our generation.
Yeah, and so to me, that's the greatest thing about the Turtles. The Turtles get reinvented every few years. Yeah, right. So it's not the 1997 Turtles that I grew up with, and it shouldn't be. They were
tripping off
of time has passed.
They were tripping off the fact that there was no rivalry between Shredder and Hamato Yoshi and all that junk. So
Shredder didn't show up yet. How do we know that there's no rivalry?
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Right. Like, So I mean, like, people need to relax a little bit.
I call them freaks. Jshot, I call them freaks, man.
Freak.
They want to control. Look, they want to control the good thing in their life, man. They want to make sure it stays the same and doesn't change on them.
Yeah, like, you know what I got to worry about? I got to worry about paying bills and a mortgage and my kids. Right? I don't need to worry about who's playing April O'Neil. I go like this: hey, someone new's playing April. That's cool. We got a new show.
Straight up.
Right? We got a new Star Wars thing to complain about. Hey, I don't know. Like, it might not be my favorite show in the world, but that last episode was pretty cool.
Yo, I love it. I love it. I love it because I don't have a dog in the fight. I just watch it for what it is.
That's kind of how I felt. It's like, I got no connection to anybody here. But, spoiler alert, when the Acolyte started, the guy started talking about, he had like one line. I don't know if anybody's seen this, a spoiler alert, whatever. Like, cover your ears. He's like, that's the rule. The Jedi can't know we exist. I immediately went, holy crap, Darth Maul says, finally we can reveal ourselves to the Jedi in episode 1. And I was like, that's a really cool connection. If that's the only thing I take away from this, great. Great. I got it. Done. I don't care. You know?
Yo, Jshot, how comfortable is those sneakers?
Oh man. So these sneakers. All right, so let me go over the sneakers. I'll go to the sneakers.
Wait, so didn't you have the guest that made those on your show?
Yes. Well, so
yes,
we had Gary. Right? We had Gary. His name is Gary. His name is Needles on Instagram, and he works with Bull Airs. And his name Bull Airs. The guy who actually started Bull Airs, his name is Tom. And Tom actually is a retired tattoo artist. Okay. He was on Ink Master and stuff, and he used to make these customs by hand. Like he actually like sewed them by hand, but now they're like got a factory and stuff. These shoes are crazy. They're Jordans, so they're as comfortable as Jordans are. I, being the old man that I am, bought insoles for them, and they were pretty comfortable yesterday on my feet all day. So, right. You know, but yeah, they're pretty comfortable. I mean, dude, they're nice, and I have, you know, my wife's not going to watch this show. I got about 4 pairs of these things. You know,
yo, that's the clip.
My wife doesn't watch my show.
That's the clip.
I got about 4 pairs of these, and I got like 3 pairs coming this year. They did the remakes of the Back to the Future Max, the Back to the Future 2 ones, and they were like for an extra $200 we can make them light up, and I was like, you can't take my money fast enough. So you know, so like I can't wait for that to show up. But yeah, dude, they're doing some really cool stuff, and you know, like if I can help anybody, like, you know, like make a living off this stuff, man, like I'm game. So like they're doing some cool stuff. They got some cool properties that they're doing. They got into a little bit of trouble, but at the same time, it's like people are just being dumb. Like, you know, and I know Adidas is making turtle sneakers, and I saw some of them as the cons yesterday, and I was like, like if you're not into like crazy flashy things like this, then they're for you. But like I'll tell you this, every time I wear these things, I meet a new friend. Because everybody goes, yo, those sneakers are dope. And I'm like, thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, dude, the Bull Airs are awesome. I love the Bull Airs. I got this Mickey. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This Mickey is.
I see it on like Amazon. Yeah, the price is dropped. It's pretty good now to get.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's like $70, I think. Or he was $70 when I bought him. He might be a little cheaper now. He's cool. I'm not like a big like mech kind of guy, but he's pretty dope. I've been enjoying him. And then next to him is the what do they? I always love these stupid names that come up with him. The Best Agent, or whatever it is.
Oh, James Bond.
Yeah, the 5K Toys one. But he's great. I actually think he's really great. And I was a big James Bond fan growing up. So like anytime that I can get a opposable James Bond, I'm a big fan of. And want to shout out to the 78 points Dio in the background that he did the Mirage. Yeah, he does great work.
And he's doing a new one now, right? It's like a bodega type of stuff.
He did the bodega. I missed the bodega. And I think he's doing a Grayskull right now that is part of like Legion's Con. So it's Grayskull looking. So and then this Dio here, which I know I probably should have put a light in, but this is a Lionheart Dio. And he did a basement, which, you know what, maybe it looks better dark because it's supposed to be like a creepy old basement.
Yeah, I thought that was on purpose.
Yeah. And he partnered with Grime City to do the washer and dryer, which I was like, you know what? Yes. I was like, you know what? I was like, washer and dryer. Like, that's something we don't think about. But, like, that's kind of cool to have as a backdrop, you know? Like, you know, the cool thing to have as a prop. So you got those there. I'm going to pop this back up for a quick second. Let's see if I can do this without making everybody's eyes bleed. Cool. All right, that worked. So I am not a big Funko guy, but every once in a while they make Funkos that I have to get. And this was one of those once in a whiles. I am a big Walt Disney fan. Yes, there's Disney adults, but like I'm a fan of Walt, right? And just the work that he did, the innovation that he did. He doesn't get a lot of credit for like things you don't realize that he created. Like one of the things is the multi-plane camera, right? And that was like stacking cells of animation to give animation depth and allow you to zoom through it. The reason we have Dolby surround sound, like the 7.1 Dolby surround sound, is because that's what he wanted for Phantasmic when it came out, or Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Yeah. So he's responsible for like having the idea for surround sound, like like the little things like that, and just like I know he gets caught up in some things that like and whether it was signs of the time or whatever, like that's always things that people say or do that may not be the best thing in the world. I understand that, like, but you know what, like. There's something about him that I've always resonated with. And again, like storyteller, dreamteller, dreamweaver type of thing. So had to throw him in here.
Nice.
That's lit.
Yeah. And I also just love that like old Walt pose of him leaning on the camera. Like, yeah, I own this shit, so.
Man, that is man, there's some of the stuff that Jshot is saying right now. And I know he knows it. It's like a frag grenade type topics because you want to go further, but this is a toy room tour, so I appreciate the topics, and maybe we can have some conversations in the comments about how you guys feel about these things.
We'll have conversation in the comments, or hey, I can come back and we can have conversations about stuff.
Because this is like,
let's do it,
man. Disney is a whole thing, bro. Like it's a whole show in itself.
Look. And again, too, like Disney goes through phases, right? Where like people are like, Disney's the worst thing in the world, and then it's like Disney's great again, like. But by the way, that shows like its growth, right? It grows with people, it grows and it changes with people, right? Like it happens. And by the way, it's going through one of those phases right now where people are like, "Yo, Disney's stupid," like, and I'm the first to admit it sometimes. Where it's like, "Yo," like, but it's like, okay, like let's give them some slack, like let's let them refine their feet, right? Like, I mean, we all remember. Man. You remember like the VHS era where it was like Aladdin 6. He gets the rug cleaned. Like, come on, like this is dumb.
Hey, look,
right?
My parents.
We all bought it, right? We all bought it, right? Okay. Yeah, like they're making a Lilo and Stitch live action. Do we need a Lilo and Stitch live action?
Yeah,
probably
like
not.
I saw that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's like, and like same thing can be said about Marvel. It's like.
Yeah.
What Marvel movie movie? We want a Shang-Chi 2. Where the hell is Shang-Chi 2?
Yeah.
That's all I want.
You said Shang-Chi?
Yeah. Two.
I didn't even see the first one.
The first one is good.
Can we make sure his mic is lowered when he's saying that? Don't have him talking like that.
I must say the worst movie is Thor. Too late.
Now, see, first of all, the disrespect is on level 11. We're gonna have to bring that down. The man is not. He's not doing well in life. Okay.
I think the worst movie is Eternals.
Okay, cool. Then let's put it over there.
Yeah, we can edit the rest of that out. I've been on this still shot for a while, so you guys.
No, we're not gonna edit nothing out. I just don't like the fact that Marvel said he ain't see Shang-Chi 1. That's crazy.
That's nuts. I also wanted to put it here. So there's that little dumpster fire piece was something from Designer Con, which is really cool because yes, that was a toy con, but I actually met a lot of really cool designers and different people there. So that was just like, that's a really good memory piece for me that like, and it's cool too to see, like, I've got a couple of them, like 2 or 3 of them, that are just different. And, like you see this, the art style of taking one thing and changing it around, right? And just like kind of reinventing the wheel. And I think not reinventing the wheel, making it your own. And I almost look at toy photography like that, right? Like, we said, yeah, I got that Falcon figure too. Cool. You modded it up a little bit. That's awesome. You took that figure, you made it your own. I might take a shot with, 796 Studio flight stand in front of one of the diodes that I have. There, I made that my own. Like that, just that kind of piece. I love that aspect of it.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I get it.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that because we do these toy room tours, right? And everybody's collection is different, of course.
Yeah.
But everyone has a certain piece that they mean a lot more to them, and they have a story behind it. And so far, going through your little pieces, they all had a story to it, and that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, I curated this a little bit, right? I curated this for you guys, but like at the same time, like I wanted to, right? I wanted to curate it a little bit. Like I spent the time to make it. I wanted to make it so that we could have the conversation, but like that I could share, like a good representation of myself and why, without being like, this is a $4,000 figure that I own, like I didn't want to do that.
Man, he sounds marvelous.
just in case my wife does watch the show, I don't want to show that off.
Who get? Did somebody give him did somebody brief him on this? Because he seems to know a lot about how this goes, bro.
I also wanted to include I'm so bad with names. The Colonel Custard figure there, the donut. That is from 9 to 5 Warriors. If you guys haven't picked those up, they are some of my favorite figures from last year or this year. I don't remember.
Bro, I think when I was a kid, I had something like that.
Yeah, so 9 to 5 Warriors, I believe the guy's name is Brandon. We got to talk to him at Designer Con. He's like an independent guy. He's been selling them on Big Bad Toy Store. He sells them through his website. Okay. They're just so it's food gone bad versus office supplies. And it reminds me of the food, right? So like I've got on my desk, and when we cut back, I'll show you. I've got Colonel Tech Scout Scotchy, and he is a Scottish Scotch tape holder, and he literally functions as a Scotch tape holder. Like they're just fun figures, and they don't have a ton of articulation, but like by the way, we grew up with figures with no articulation. And they're just a ton of fun. There's just a lot of thought behind them and a lot of good stories. So I wanted to.
And then you have to be creative to do something like this, bro. You have to.
You have to be. You have to be.
Look, he's using a coffee top as a shield.
Exactly. He's going to coffee. And by the way, he also glows in the dark. Who doesn't love crap that glows in the dark?
He's a disgruntled sugar cookie, right? Or something like that.
No, he's a donut. He's a donut.
Oh, he's a donut. He's a donut.
No, yeah, you were having the sugar cookies in the beginning of the show.
I
pay attention. I also just wanted to shout out. I picked these up a couple of months ago. These are the OG Burger King Kids Club VHS tapes that you could only get. Yeah, I just and then they're like getting popular again because of the new Turtles. The new Turtle boxes, but like I found these and I was just like, I feel like I need to own these.
Dang,
these are just childhoods, right? Like this is just childhood.
Yeah, so, man.
Is the actual VHS in there?
Yeah, the actual VHSs are in there. I haven't been able to play it because VHS players are now worth like $800.
Yeah,
and I was like,
now, bro,
that ain't worth it. So,
$800. Jesus,
$800. They weren't even $800 when they first came out, I think. So
shit, right. I should never throw my shit out then. Damn.
Right? Yeah.
Those used to eat my VHS tapes, man.
Yo, I know we're not talking prices, Jshot, but are we gonna ever? Maybe I see a number and you call for something like that, and you say how much that dial costs in the back that says Channel 6 News and all that.
No, never. I will never admit to that one.
Okay. Sorry,
that's the only one I won't admit to. That's
okay.
I think I know a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's over 200.
I mean, it better be over 2.
It was over 200. Yes, it was over 200.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because the person that does those, I believe he does the one that the Watcher is on too, right?
Yeah, all that is part of it, right?
I think it's what's his name? DT.
He's got one of those ridiculous names.
It's not even that actual name. It's like a whole bunch of letters.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous thing, but yeah,
his work is phenomenal. He does a lot of comic strip dioramas and stuff. Yeah,
he does a lot of really cool comic accurate stuff. Let me see if I can level this thing out so it don't look like a complete moron.
Oh, those turtles! Yeah, you don't want those turtles. You can send them over here.
Okay, which ones do you want?
The Mezco ones.
The Mezco ones. Yeah, not me buying 2 sets of those stupid. Not me buying 2 sets of those stupid things.
You did?
So yeah.
What?
Oh no, because I bought the OG ones and then I bought the cartoon ones and I love the cartoon looking one.
Mm-hmm.
So, but just to round out the tour here, you got a little stuffed Odious in the back. Got to give Unparalleled Universe a little shout out. I'm excited to get his figure. I don't know if you guys ordered his, but he's gonna have some at San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm excited to see that. As you guys can see, I am a Lego inbox collector. So
a Lego inbox? A Lego
which means
he said that quick. Wait, Lego inbox collector.
Yeah, which means that I'm too damn lazy to put this stupid thing together and I have no time. So
oh my god, that shit must take you forever if you build that shit.
Dude, I am building. I've now that I've cleaned for this show, I will build it. So I'm gonna go build it for this. I've had that is the big Millennium Falcon that people like build coffee tables around. So I got to figure out what to do with that one. That was
God.
honestly, I will, as much as I know she's not going to watch this show, I will shout out my wife. That was a Father's Day gift one year. And I think she meant it as like, Happy Father's Day. I don't want to see you for a week and a half. Go build this thing. So, but
that gotta be like a family project to build that.
Are you like that? That feels like torture though, like a family project, right? That's like one of those things where it's like, we got to, before you get married, you guys got to build IKEA furniture together to see if you can actually like last. That's
you
know,
that's a true test of character, bro.
Yeah, yo, but that sign is beautiful, man. Is that bearded something?
Yeah,
right?
that's a bearded build sign.
Nice.
Machu actually brought that back for me from his last trip with Canada.
That's awesome.
That's the same one as the Jshot ones and the Between Two Sentinel one behind me.
Yes, I want to hit him up and ask him to do like a GMT sign.
He'll do it, dude. He'll do it. And honestly, like shipping from Canada isn't as bad as you think it is. So he'll definitely do it. He's great. I mean, he's really, really
he
great.
makes them out of wood, right? Like wood.
Yeah, it's completely made out of wood. You know, and I know you guys have the ones from D Blake. I got a ton from D Blake.
Yeah.
D Blake's ones are my travel ones. I take those with me everywhere I go, and I try to incorporate them into shots.
They're great.
You know, and then I've got the Pink Skulls Club. Those are the OG Pink Skull Club, which I absolutely love. And if you look there, that's the original Turtles. Those aren't the knockoff ones. Still in the box that I actually picked up from Too Much New Toys. Cody was selling them, and he gave me a really good deal on them. I'm still trying to decide if I want to open them or not, because I'm not an inbox collector in any way, shape, or form. But like certain things, you're like, oh man, do I want to open them or not? Yeah. So
that's how I feel about my Mezco turtle.
But what do y'all think that is? Like, honestly speaking, I think you can never really enjoy it fully until you open it and understand, you know.
Shut up, comrade. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, like, I could watch other people use it, but it's like,
shut up.
It's like playing the game versus watching somebody else beat the game. You know what I'm saying?
Shut your mouth.
I mean, comrade, you ever play football?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still play?
Okay, I get what you know.
Yeah. All right.
Enjoying. I mean, you know, as long as you don't get hit, you know what I'm saying, you win and stuff.
I get you. I had that conversation once with my father. Because my kids watching like Twitch and stuff now, right? Like my 5-year-old's like watching people play Minecraft. He's like, "This is ridiculous. People watching a game that they don't play." And I was like, "Dad, when's the last time you suited up and threw the old pigskin around?"
Right.
And he's like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah, I see how that works."
Yeah, it's a very good point.
You want to be a smart ass now, huh?
Yeah. I didn't say he didn't beat my ass afterwards. I just, think it was a good analogy. So, yeah, and then that big book right there, a good friend of mine who I've known for almost 20 years at this point, not Machu, his name's Yanni. Actually, believe it or not, at one of my first real jobs, he was my very first intern, and we're still friends to this day. He gifted me that. That is the compendium of the volume 1 is done of the. So that was perfect.
There you go. Perfect.
So there you go.
That was such a pump fake, bro. Because he got all that stuff behind him, and then he showed us something else completely.
Well, this is what I mean. Like this stuff. This is like, there's some cool stuff here, right? Like this is, there's the Mezco head. I got like a dummy head, like a mannequin head, and I put the skull, the Mezco pink skull head on it, and I got this bandana from Alamo Draft House, and then I was like, I got the Casey Jones mask, and I was like, that's cool. And then like the Between Two Sentinels thing, and then actually, if you look underneath it, that is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, from I think 2016. I want to say that was the black and white turtle set. So it's the same version I showed there. That one is worth some coin. That I won that in a raffle last year, and that's not a joke. It's not like I won that in a raffle, honey. Like I actually won it in a raffle. And my wife knows I won it because we were out to dinner and the raffle was live, and I was like, "Shut up!" And then the whole restaurant knew I won because I screamed like a banshee. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, and then I have about 3 other pieces that are right next to me that I did want to show you guys. One of which I picked up yesterday, or I got yesterday, but so like room tour, but room tour-esque. So this is this is a turtle shot that I did.
Yeah, that's the one you did.
Yeah, and got featured by Mezco. And then I went to Portsmouth Comic-Con. You guys are right. I do go to a lot of fucking Comic-Cons. But Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird were there, who created the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, and they actually got them to sign this shot. So I got them to sign this shot, and they talked to me about it, which was awesome. And by the way, Peter Laird is like in his 70s now. He doesn't make that many appearances. You don't know how long he's going to be around. So like to have this is like, holy crap.
Serious,
yeah,
right?
I was about to ask you, like, how does that feel? That must feel like amazing.
Amazing, right?
Dude, it like literally, like, you know, I showed it to them, and like I got Kevin Eastman's signature first, and Kevin was like, oh wow, so like you do the lighting and everything? I was like, yeah, I do the lighting. He goes, and the posing? I was like, yeah. And he's like, that's pretty cool. And I was like, well, I was like, that's a cool moment. Like, he like talked to me about it. He asked me a couple questions. Peter like sat there with it for like a few minutes, like to the point where I almost expected him to grade it and be like, it's about a B, you know. And he's like, how did you get them in these poses? And I was like, well, you know, you bend them. And he goes, did you use a reference point? And I was like, yeah, I used your comic books as reference points, guy. Like, what do you think? You know? So like he actually like asked me questions like you know, like as if not many people had showed him toy photography pictures. So like to me that was really cool. Like it was like something special, you know.
Special moment, yeah.
Yeah, and I brought my daughter up there too, so which was cool too.
Nice.
And then so this is another piece. This is a reprinting of the first comic. And same thing, I got Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, Jim Lawson, and a couple of the OG kind of turtle guys to sign.
Yo, how much they waxing you for them? For them photos, I mean for them signatures.
Oh, I think no, like seriously, it was like $40 or something. Like it wasn't expensive.
Collector, man, I don't know what you was talking about, bro.
Bro, yeah. I heard it was $50. What's $10 off?
Oh.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm off $10.
Oh, yeah. Well, so like some people are like 50 and up. Some people do get there, but like this was very different. This was very like collector. Yeah, this was very different. So. And then yesterday, and I kind of told myself I wasn't going to do this, but then like I was like, I fell into it. But I brought my original 1991 TMNT movie VHS cover with me.
They signed it,
and I had all 4 turtle actors sign it, including Ernie Reyes, who played Donatello, and they signed it each in their own colors. But I will tell you this: what everyone loved about this, and this is how you know that like. I watched this thing a million times. It still has the original Pizza Hut coupons inside here. Yeah,
right? I would have had them sign that too. Yeah, but you can't, you know.
But
y'all was some well-behaved kids, man. Y'all was taking care of y'all stuff, keeping it. I wasn't even like that. I was trading my stuff off.
Yeah, we all know, right? So your shit for like $2. We don't want to know.
Dude, a lot of my figures went to like Latchkey and stuff, man. Like I don't have a lot of my toys from growing up, but like movies and like little things. Every once in a while, I'll get a box from my parents. They'll be like, I just found this, and like that box made its way to me like a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh wow, it's like that, and like all my James Bond VHSs.
Time
like
capsules.
It's pretty. Yeah, they are. They're time. I got all my cassette tapes. My kids were like, "What's that?" And I was like, you know, one day I'll tell you about the cassette and the pencil and the very exclusive relationship they had. So
yeah, do this type of motion.
Don't do that. It's not that kind of show. Don't do that. So.
Yo, real quick, Jshot. Because I experienced this once, and that was like at the beginning where I went to like a toy con in New Jersey. I was just sitting outside eating my bacon, egg, and cheese, and 3 guys came to me, and they was like, "Yo, I like what you do." I'm like, what the hell? I'm over here eating my sandwich. I'm like, what, eating the sandwich? Like, I'm so confused. He's like, yo, party, bro. Are you collector, right? I was like, yeah. Oh, yo, I like what you do on YouTube and stuff like that. Man, that felt great. Yeah. Like, I'm like, I didn't know what to say. I had cheese dripping over here. I'm like, yo, and this is my first time, so I didn't even know, like, to ask them, yo, who are you guys?
Yeah.
Are you guys, you know, are we following each other? Let's follow each other. Because I was like eating and shit. I was caught off guard.
Yeah.
So I know when you go to these toy cons and they probably know you right away. Like, how does that feel? Like, hey, Jshot. Oh, hey, between 2 Sentinels, take a picture. Yeah. How does that feel?
So a lot of the times at the toy cons, it's the same people. What I will say, it has happened now twice. I've been in Target and somebody will be like, oh, you're Jshot. And usually when somebody goes, oh, and points to you, my initial reaction is, what do I owe you? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, how much do I owe you? And do I have it on me? Right? And like, same thing like you, right? You're eating your bagel, you got cheese on your face. It was me, Matt, and my kid. We had done a quick Target run. I had on like grody ass sweatpants and a t-shirt. And some guy is like, oh my God, like, guys, I watch you all the time. And I'm like, could you have picked a worse moment? Like, my kid is in the cart screaming. Like, I got like, you know, like, I might as well have been holding like tampons and Bud Light. Like, you know, like, it was like the, you know,
freaky.
But at the same time, I was like, oh my, like, I was so thankful and I was so appreciative. Yeah. And I will tell you this though, I didn't have any stickers on me, and that is the last time I will be caught without stickers. I was like, I was like, ABS, always be stickering. Like, that's it from here on out. So, but yeah, it's really cool. I mean, at the toy show, it's kind of expected, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, it's like, even if it's somebody you don't know, like when they come up to you and talk to you, like, it's still a little, because it's like your community. But like when it happens outside your community, you're just like, I'm mind blown, dude. Like, I'm absolutely mind blown, because again, it's like, I'm nobody, you know, like I am like nobody, right? Like, I made a joke yesterday. We were standing on line in the Comic-Con. The Comic-Con's like, it's up by you, Collector, right?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I was standing in line and like I texted Gary because he was inside, and I was like, yo, this line is long. Don't they know I'm a Q-list celebrity? You're right, like Q-list.
Q-list.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, the line was long, but I got in because I got a media pass. I was like, I'm media. Like,
right. So they had the line all the way down the stairs, like all the way down.
It was down the stairs and then like out around the block a little bit, and it moved very quickly. They said they had some problems with the. I don't computer.
Have the heart,
like,
bro.
That's fine, you know. Don't worry about it.
I don't have the heart, bro.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, the only reason I wanted to get inside faster is because I had like my kids with me, and my son is at that age where like you're like, yo, I wish it was okay to hit kids in public now. Like, hey, you know, like, right. So, and I told this story yesterday. I used to work in Disney World, right? I did a college program in Disney World, one of the best experiences of my life.
Oh my God.
Do you know what the most spoken phrase is at Disney World?
What?
Most people think it's like have a magical day, or oh my God, it's Mickey Mouse. The most spoken phrase at Disney World, you are embarrassing me. Get yourself together, right? It's like,
yo, hey, you playing. He used to work at Disney. He know them boys be having code words and all that type of stuff. You can't say, bro. It's like real stuff. Like they be on some CIA type junk in Disney, bro.
Yep.
That's why I said it's like a frag grenade. The stuff he be bringing up, he doing it on purpose. But at the same time, we going linear.
I'm dropping little nuggets just so you invite me back. That's
all. Man, you throwing them in there, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna leave you alone tonight.
I got one other thing, and I don't know if you guys done this before, but while I was cleaning, and I know San Diego Comic-Con is coming up, I want to offer to you guys to do a giveaway, and I'm happy to do this. Okay. We had so much fun with this figure in San Diego last year. I have an extra San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Alf from last year that I am happy to give away for you guys. Put this as a giveaway, however you want to do it. But this is my gift to you guys for having me on. So it's still, you know, all here, right? This is not bait and switch.
That's lit.
Here he is. NECA Alf, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Comes with a little like backpack thing. We put the mic inside it last year. We actually held up Alf to everybody. That's how we did it. But this is my gift to you guys to give away. However you want to do the giveaway, it's up to you. But I am happy to do this for you guys.
Yeah, man.
Just as a thank you.
Definitely, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you. Yeah, so
amazing. That's amazing.
Card, bro. Let's do it.
So we just gotta figure out how though. Like, how, right?
Hey, Conrad, go put it together and go let you know what's going on.
Yeah,
Conrad.
Conrad, put it together.
Because you're making up for last week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is going away. He can't do it. That's why, you know.
They're gonna have me like the damn mama from Black Panther 2. Haven't I given everything? What more do you want? Like, bro, come on, bro.
Yo, you do those voices really good, bro.
You did that really good. That was good. It was good. That was good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm native from Kanye.
You about to like this and shit.
Jshot, we ain't gonna keep you too long, man. We just wanna ask you, man. So
yeah,
you got any projects coming up or anything that you're doing that you want the people to know about and check out? If anything,
I'm not a big like builder type of character, like type of photographer. But I have had an idea that I am working on and have been working on for a while that I'm like trying my hand at, like building up my own kind of diorama. So there is something working on, and I'll say it was teased in this little setup here, and it comes from my favorite movie. So that'll be my tease. So it may be out. I am hoping it is done before the end of the year. That is going to be my. So I can't say it's going to be done anytime soon, but I am working on something.
Are you going to be
outside of that
or something?
No. It's just like I'm going to be just making a shot that is fully custom, background, dio pieces, kind of like that. I'm selling nothing, man. Like I'm just happy people take my stickers.
I would not want to be Jshot right now. Following up with that Mezco shot. If I got nominated by Mezco and I had to shoot another shot, I'm making it a whole nother page.
Dude, I hate to say this. I hate to say because it like feels like a humble brag, but like
the pressure is crazy.
I've been nominated by Mezco 3 times.
3 times. What's the other shots?
One was with the pink skulls.
Okay.
And one was with Captain Nemo. So,
and what do you think? What do you think does it for them? Like, is the Mezit thing?
No, I didn't have Mezits in those. I honestly think, and this is because like I consider myself like I would not consider like I like this is like one of the things, right? Like I've been directing film and video for 20 years. I would never call myself a director, right? Like this is just how I am. I don't consider myself a good toy photographer. I think for them, it is when they drop a new toy, get a good shot quickly.
That's what Collector said.
Yeah, it's true.
Get about the other
shot
people, not about Mezco. Yeah.
Just like the 4 Horsemen. If you get those new toy line, they eyeing it because that's what they want. So it's like a win-win for us,
Yeah. They nominated one of the Anubis shot that I did, and I was like, this wasn't like it. Like it was a good shot. It wasn't a great shot. They put it up, and I was like, really? Like really had better. Like, I'm looking at the shots it's with, and I'm like, did you have to like just fill it out? You're like, look, we need a fifth. Like, just take this, kids. I don't care. I was like,
I was nominated too for that one.
Yeah, your shot was way better than mine. Oh.
Yeah, that's cool though. It's marketing for them, free marketing.
And I was nominated for Mezco too. My very first time is when I did a shot with Captain Marvel. I did a space shot, and I guess they was looking for a quote saying, if they took my shot and it was like, if you could go to any planet and like in like a fantasy world, what planet would you go? Like like where Superman was born and stuff like that. So it was one of the questions that they had there. And they used my shot. They reached out to me and they was like, is it okay? I was like, what? Is it okay? Yes, bro. Yes.
Wait, but did anybody ever get their stuff from them?
What stuff?
You know how they give you they sometimes
that's different. The wins,
I didn't win like that.
No, I haven't won anything.
Thing. But I heard some people
got nominated.
Yeah, I just got nominated. Yeah, the Fan Feature Friday thing. Yeah.
I'll say, man, I'm not famous enough yet.
You already said like you just get it first and shoot it. I guess
you just gotta get it. Like I'm serious, man. Like if you get it, like if they release it and it ships out as soon as you get it, like if you could get a shot out in the first couple of days and tag them. And the other trick I will say, because I did this with Machu, right? Like I told Machu, I was like, just because you tag them doesn't always mean they get it. So I always suggest sending it to them.
Yeah.
Right? Like forward it to them, like share it to them directly. Yeah.
Sometimes you tag it doesn't show up in their thing.
It doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Machu, Jshot, we appreciate all.
We are not the same. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, we appreciate all the gems you drop and all the game and everything, man.
Straight up, bro.
We really do appreciate your time. You spending your Sunday with us and everything, man. And hey, listen, I had an amazing time. I'm pretty sure you guys did as well.
Oh yeah,
I had a blast, man. Thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Hey, we got to do a part 2 because we see you got way more stuff back there.
He gave us a sample. He gave us a front of the house experience.
Right. I gave front of
Roddy over here. Roddy,
like Conrad wants to see the back door.
You want to see the back? Well, you got to pay extra for that. So
Oh shoot.
Not everybody gets the backdoor treatment.
Goodness,
That's
bro.
not how that works.
Listen, I had the sugar cookies, but he got the sugar, bro.
Jshot,
Yeah.
we appreciate you spending
I
your
appreciate
Sunday
you
with
guys.
us, man. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
bro. And we will do this again sometime. All right,
Absolutely.
real
Got to
soon.
do it, bro.
Real
Happy,
soon.
appreciate.
And I'll
happy to
definitely
be here.
tune in on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
Tune in
For sure.
Wednesdays. Tune in Wednesdays. I wish I was smart enough to look up who the hell was going to be on. So, but
It's Wednesday,
somebody
my dudes.
cool.
Somebody cool is gonna be here when
Yeah.
this airs. It's gonna be another Wednesday. It's not gonna be this Wednesday.
yeah.
It'll be the following.
Right. So it'll be
Yeah.
somebody great, or I'll be on vacation that week. Who knows? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a surprise.
Well, hey,
Wild
listen. On that note, I am your boy Marvelous Shots.
I'm Collector 425.
I am the real comrade.
I'm Jshot. Oh,
There we go.
Oh, there
There
we
we
go.
go.
my son will be proud. He dabs all the time. It's like, yeah.
There we go.
We
Don't
appreciate
do
it,
that,
bro.
Dad. You're embarrassing me. That's cringe.
Thank you, man. We outside.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
We outside.